Hello friends, welcome to you all for today's session. Today we are going to learn real number. This is the first chapter of class 10th mathematics, and you give me few minutes attention here, and you don't forget like, share and subscribe to this video. Thank you very much to watching this video. I, K.K. Sugla, Master Teacher of Mathematics. So let's start the today's session. Today we are going to learn introduction to real number. So friends, what is real numbers? Real numbers is a value that represent an line. We can represent the value of real number on number line. You know what is the number line? When you draw a number line and represent the number, so whatever number you can represent on the number line, that is the real numbers. It is denoted by symbol R. Real number is denoted by R. Real number includes all numbers such as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, co-prime numbers, are all types of numbers. So real numbers includes all numbers such as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, co-prime numbers, and so many numbers, all types of numbers. So one by one, let's know what is the natural number, what is whole number, what is integer, with the definitions and some examples. So first number is natural numbers. Student, natural numbers means counting numbers are called natural numbers. All counting numbers are called natural numbers. Here the words counting means, suppose when I draw the some circles here, I draw here some circles. When I ask to you count and tell me how many circles are here. Then when you are going to count, then you start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means always you start the counting with number 1. So all counting numbers, this is known as counting number, because we start the counting number from 1. So counting number are called natural numbers. These numbers are denoted by n. For examples, n equal to, this is the set of all natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, ... 100, ... 1000 and ... till infinity. So this is the natural numbers. Do you know? Now next number is whole numbers. Next number is whole numbers. What is whole numbers? The collection of all natural numbers. The collection of all natural numbers along with the number 0. If you include 0 with natural number, then we get the whole numbers. Means this is the collection of whole numbers and it is denoted by W. For examples, W equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. 1, 2, 3 up to this, it is natural number, but when you include its 0 with it, then it will be whole number. Next number is integers. Next number is integers. Integers means the collection of all natural numbers, their negatives along with the numbers 0. Means when you add all the negatives numbers, all negatives integers along with the number 0 are called integers. This collection is denoted by Z. Means for examples, you can see here one examples. This is the set of all natural numbers. Natural numbers Z equal to -2 dot 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 -2 -1 0 +1 +2 +3 means all positive numbers. Negative numbers with 0 is known as integers. So there should be no any confusion in integers. Integers is the collection of all positive, negative and including with 0. So this is the integers. Now next point is rational numbers. What is rational numbers? As you learn in previous classes, we already learned in previous classes in class 9th, and now we have to exploration of the words of real numbers here and encountered irrational numbers. We continue our discussion on real number in this chapter. So we know the some numbers. So in the same way, there is a rational number. Here is a rational numbers. Rational numbers means the numbers which are obtained by dividing two integers. The numbers which are obtained by dividing two integers are called rational numbers. Are you other word? When you represent the numbers in the form of in a type of P by Q. In a type of P by Q, where P and Q are integers, then such type of number is called rational numbers. And Q is not equal to 0. Q should not be equal to 0, because if Q equal to 0 means we know that something upon 0 is infinitive. Infinitive is nothing, it is only not defined. Infinity means not defined. We cannot define. So Q should not be equal to 0, and the number will in the form of P upon Q. It is known as rational numbers. For examples, 1 upon 2, 7 upon 13, -6 upon 11, 0. 0 is also rational number because we can write it in the form of P upon Q, where P equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. 7 upon 8 and so on, etc. So this is the rational numbers. Then after irrational numbers, the numbers which cannot represent in the form of P upon Q is known as irrational numbers. Irrational numbers, for example, √3, √2, √5, √7. These numbers are irrational numbers. Then after, one important point is co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers means if SCF, the full form of SCF is highest common factor. If highest common factor of two numbers is 1, then the two numbers are called co-prime numbers. Means if common factor is 1, then number is called co-prime numbers. For examples, here are some examples of co-prime numbers: 2, 3, 9, 11, 13, 17, and so on. Means in all those numbers we can see that 2, 3, 1 is common factor. 9, 11, 1 is common factor. Means you can see here, when you find the SCF of the two numbers, you get common factor is 1. So this is the co-prime numbers. It is very important when you prove irrational number question, irrational type of question, then you have to use this co-prime numbers. So after that, our next topic is and it is very important topic for class 10 point of view, board exam point of view. So Euclid division lemma. So first of all, we should know what is the lemma. because it is a new words lemma. Lemma means nothing. Lemma means nothing. Lemma is a proved statements used for proving another statements. It is already proved. Proved statement, no need to prove it. Used for proving another statements. You can prove with the help of lemma, you can prove another statements. So this is known as lemma. Then after Euclid division lemma. This is our first important topic in real number, Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's is a name, mathematician name, and he was given a lemma. It is known as Euclid division lemma. So Euclid division lemma, here the name is kind of confusing. The name is kind of confusing. Actually very simple, because everything you do it divisibility of integers. Here everything we have to understood by the divisibility of two integers. Now we will learn about in our four favorite languages: words, variables, numbers and diagram. We can learn Euclid division lemma by four favorite languages: words, variables, numbers and diagram. It is so comprehensive yet so easy. It is so comprehensive yet so easy. Let's begin. Assuming that there are 7 chocolates, you remember that with the help of one real life examples. Assuming that there are 7 chocolates, take 3 at a time. There are how many chocolates? 7 chocolates. Take 3 at a time and put in to the boxes. There are 2 boxes. Put in the boxes at a time. In one box, how many chocolates? 3 chocolates. In one box, we put 3 chocolates in one box. So you will get 3 and 1 chocolate will be left. Means 7 chocolate you put one by one at a time. You take 3 chocolate and put in a boxes. Then what you get? You put 3 chocolate in one box, 3 chocolate in another box. Then what is remaining? 1 chocolate is remaining. Suppose we can represent it by this 7/3. You can understood by dividing 7 by 3. So now you represent this particular scenario using basic division. You can represent this scenario by basic division, means 7 divided by 3. Then you get 2 as a quotient and 1 is a remainder. Means 2 is a quotient and 1 is a remainder. So you can represent this situation by the division rules. 7 equal to divisor. 7 is here, I mention here what is 7. 7 means dividend. 3 divisor. 2 is quotient and 1 is remainder. So we can represent this situation by 7 equal to divisor multiply by quotient plus remainder. So it is very simple. It is nothing. Euclid division lemma is very simple. Now the statement of Euclid division lemma are: for given positive integers, a and b are any 2 positive integers, there exist unique whole numbers. There exist unique whole numbers q and r satisfying the relation a equal to bq plus r, where the value of r is greater than or equal to 0 but less than b. B means divisor. Value of r is greater than or equal to 0 but less than divisor. So you can understood by this simple division. Here a equal 7 at the place of 7 we can replace 7 by a, replace 3 by b and 2 by q and 1 by r. This is the Euclid division lemma. Euclid division lemma: a equal to bq plus r, a equal to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 but less than b, and a, b and r, you know, a is dividend, b divisor, q quotient and r is remainder. So and you can understood by the, then it is obviously that the number of boxes which you can take and the number left out of the chocolates, that is also fixed. Means 7/3 we can understood the uniqueness. 7/3 equal to 2 quotient and 1 is remainder. 7/3 both are fixed. These both are fixed. 2 is also fixed. 1 is also fixed. So you can understood the unique. You can understood unique whole numbers q and r. This is unique whole number q and r. Means all are unique. 2 is unique. 1 will be unique. So you can understood the uniqueness. So I repeat once again, what is Euclid division lemma? For a given positive integers a and b, there exist unique whole number q and r satisfying the relation a equal to bq plus r, where the value of remainder is always greater than or equal to 0 but less than divisor. It is Euclid division lemma. Now we can also learn Euclid division algorithm. So first we know the algorithm. Algorithm means it is a series of well-defined steps. It is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure for solving a type of problems. Because means with the help of algorithm we can solve the any types of problems. Now Euclid division algorithm. What is Euclid division algorithm? HCF of any two positive integers, highest common factor of any two positive integers a and b with a is greater than b is obtained as follows. Means this is the type of steps. So what is the steps we can discuss here? So there are two numbers, two positive integers. We always find the HCF of positive integers. So here are two positive integers a and b with a is greater than b. Here a is greater than b is obtained as follows. There are three steps. In first step, very first steps, apply Euclid division lemma. Apply Euclid division lemma a equal to bq plus r to find a and b. Lemma to a and b to find q and r such that a equal to bq plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to 0 is less than or equal to r is less than b. In step 2, if r is equal to 0, r means remainder. If here remainder is 0, then HCF of a and b, the two numbers will be divisor. Divisor will be HCF. If r is not equal to 0, then we apply Euclid division to b and r. Again we applied Euclid division b and r. And in step 3, continue the process till the remainder is 0. We continue this process till the remainder is 0. Then the divisor at this stage will be the required HCF. Means once again I repeat, when you find the HCF of application of Euclid division lemma, means we find the HCF of the two numbers. When you find the HCF of two numbers are a and b, then there are three steps. In first steps, apply Euclid division lemma to a and b and to find the value of q and r such that a equal to bq plus r. This is the first step. If in first step remainder is 0, then no need to continue. If remainder is not 0, means if r is 0, then SCF of a and b, the two number will be this divisor b. If r is not 0, then apply Euclid division to b and r. B and r means b will be dividend and r will be divisor. Again, and you continue this process till the remainder is 0. If the remainder is 0, then the divisor at this stage will be the required HCF, highest common factors. So, with the help of Euclid division lemma, we have to find the HCF of the two numbers. And thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget like, share and subscribe to this video. Thanks very much.